what we never really had in Hereford is a decent integrated kind of master plan for transport, especially in the city, but actually even for the county. So we've had big policies in the past. We've had either a western bypass or we've had other things, but we've never had anything that was really joined up, and we haven't done the critical thinking in the past to make sure that we're thinking about all the different things that a city needs to do in order to get people moving around it and living in the city as well. And so when we made those big decisions at council last year to stop progressing a western bypass, we put some money aside to look at what we wanted to do as an alternative. So in other words, we want to get another river crossing across because we believe in resilience. We want to improve our bus services, although the government's making that very difficult to do. We want to make sure we address things like school transport, because school transport plays such a big, important part in our transport, our traffic issues in Hereford. And we want to make sure that we provide proper alternative routes to people who want to travel in a different way. Now, if you think about Hereford City, we've got 40% of people in the city who travel less than 1.2 miles a day by car. And that's partly because of habit, partly because there's not really a nice cycle route to go on, partly because they get used to dropping their kids off by car. So if we can do something that makes that more attractive for people to travel a different way, people will have to come in from further out, because they do, because at the moment if you live in Bournemouth or Kingston or anywhere else and you try to get into Hereford, you've got to use your car. But if we can get people travelling who can do things differently, a different way, then that frees the capacity on the road. And just generally, as a modern city, in the modern world, when the government's telling us to decarbonise, and we're supposed to be taking it seriously, we need to look at those alternatives. So the master plan is there to be a piece of work, a framework that we can add stuff to, take stuff out of it. Revenue is always difficult, so government often throws capital at you and says, well, here's some capital, but if you haven't done that planning, and if you haven't got schemes identified, if not planned, you can't go forward then and deliver stuff. And so this master plan is hopefully going to be something that can be used by anyone, whichever administration comes in May, because you can take stuff out if you don't like it, and you can keep stuff in that you do like. But the point is to have a framework that's sensible, that's well designed,